Hello, hello! Welcome back to Silent Hill F. Today we're going to be continuing where we picked off. Of course, as I said before, we are going to be playing through all of the endings non-stop until we reach it. I gotta turn down the music a little bit because it is kind of blowing my eardrums out. Well, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and hop right in because that is how excited I am to play this damn game. I currently have a water bottle and some bagels near me, so you may hear me eat or sip from time to time. I apologize for that. I have a new setup, as I said before, that I am currently testing. So we will see how that goes. Last time we left off, we seemed to be pushed down the stairs by Rinko the Stinko, and have found our way into the shadow world, the shadow realm. And we have nothing but a baby knife and a lantern to defend ourselves. But that's okay. We've been following a mysterious fox-faced stranger. You're here to provide slur privilege? Thank you, Captain. And not necessarily slur privilege, specifically sloot privilege. Do I have permission to call characters sloots? There are valuable relics hidden away in the old storage room. They must be kept under lock and key. The last girl slipped in while I wasn't looking, and it took a long time to find her. Yes, fantastic. As you can probably tell, my allergies are not the greatest lately, but we're just going to roll with that. By the way, how is the sound and everything? Again, new setup. Am I having too much of an echo? Is the game balanced? What's going on with that? Knife girly pops? Yeah, we should all be so lucky. As Ro, I decided to turn off auto mod, where it holds. You sound fine, but it might be a bit too loud. Okay, hold on. Now. Let me try turning up this a little bit and see if that helps. An excellent question, Hinako. Oh yeah, it would appear to be a stage. Brain don't worky, what is I saying? Not that way. The game could be a bit louder, you quieter. Okay, we'll see. I'm going to leave it like this for a little bit so that I can let the game do some more loud scenes before we judge, because this is a very quiet section until it's not. You know how it goes. Can I open this? Oinari-sama's emblem. But yeah, how you doing today, Captain? I have unfortunately slept most of the day, as happens when you get like 2 hours of sleep. Oh, this is openable now. Oh, I forgot I picked up the key. Yep. Put up some art, spent time grooming my boy. Ooh, decorating the place, getting it all lived in and whatnot. Love to hear it, love to hear it. Don't believe the fox's words. Stay away from the western room. I'm gonna go in the western room. A warning. Hinako is mine. Her fingers, her lips, every last drop of blood that can be squeezed from her is mine. I forbid anyone from laying so much as a finger on her. I shall say it until my throat is raw. Hinako is mine. Well, I'm sure that's nothing to worry about. We're just gonna ignore that, okay? Okay. We're going in the western room, I guess. Since there was nothing to pick up in here. Oh. Yeah, that was closed before. Let's go ahead. Follow the light. Oh, this is fun. We've got some kind of oiron or something. Their face blotched out with ink. Also, it looks like a character of their name scratched out. Or maybe not a name, something. The words next to them are splotched out with blood as well. Face gone, face gone, face gone. And you'll notice these are getting increasingly modern until we get to what is very clearly supposed to be Hinako, but without a head. Yet. Do you mind? Goddamn mice. Oh, they left. Don't trust him. We're laying it on a bit thick. I think someone's a hater. I don't know, Eris, you been on that hater shit lately? You're usually pretty chill, but I know you got some hater in you somewhere. I can feel it. The energy. Hating what? Foxmen? Yeah, I think they're hating on this super sexy fox boy, Prince Charming character who is leading us into the darkness. Oh, my lamp! Well, that's okay. We're about to get real power. Ow. Yeah. So this is my favorite weapon. The fire's gone out. We have lost our lantern. Hold on, I'm going to adjust the lighting in my room to see if I can see a bit better. If not, do you think, is it too dark to tell what's happening here? It feels a little bit dark. The game, I mean. Might need to, a little? Alright, I'm gonna turn up the brightness then. This game is unfortunately a little dark at times. Let me know if it's ever dark again, so I can fix that. But yeah, I got a real weapon now. This is probably my favorite weapon in the game, if not close second, to the final weapon we get in the Shadow World. I don't know about New Game Plus weapons, haven't really tried them out, so I'll reserve judgment. But base game. It sounded like it came from like a siren, like a speaker system, if that makes sense. Down, girl. Yeah, so we got range and power, and you'll notice that it doesn't really take up that much stamina when you swing it. So, it's kind of goated. We got a new Omamori, but I don't think that one is particularly useful at this moment. Actually, do I have other Omamoris equipped right now? Oh, I only have a spot for one right now. Okay. We'll get more. Oh, I got it. Higashi. Higashi! Goated, some might say, with the sauce. Some might say, alas, Hinako, I don't know if I'd describe Hinako as quirked up, or a white boy, but goated with the sauce? Potentially. Hinako, ibuprofen, Shimazu, living up to her name. Popping pills like there is no tomorrow. Alright, no, there's no point in going that way. Let's continue our journey down the boardwalk. This door be scratched up. Got some kind of archive by the looks of it. Oh god, my allergies are going crazy just thinking about being in this room. Never mind, like, all the weird fungal things in the air. Can you imagine the dust mites? Oh my god. Literally hell. Housemaid's note. February 15th. There can be no two ways about it. I was thinking about how great it would smell. It would smell like rot. Do you know how old this place is? Not to mention it's built on water. So much mold and mildew. Yeah. There can be no two ways about it. The family is indeed cursed, and I am the only one who knows the full story. I must tell the master all I know, for if I do not, the curse will certainly befall me as well. No, old paper and ink smells good. Snursed. A snurse of both your houses. Snouses. May the gods have mercy on me. For I have none. All the secret art, all the secret arts, medicines succumb to us, spirits and flesh. That don't sound good. But I'm gonna let y'all finish. Family physician's log, February 1st. Symptoms onset are as follows. Headache, fever, vertigo, chills, vomiting, diarrhea. At first, I believe science pointed to a seasonal cold. However, after prescribing medicine, symptoms did not improve. In fact, they worsened. So there's a couple layers to this. The Crimson Spring gushing from the womb, deep within, is the Shimizu family. What?
これうちのこと?
Yeah, so there's talk of a cursed family. As we go, I'll talk a little bit more about them. But no, it is not the Shimizus like Hinako. Hinako is not cursed. Someone else is. And this curse has to do with her family, though. Which is why she's been dragged into this. And you'll see exactly how. Well, I say her family, but more specifically, Hinako herself. Hinako has done something that leads to a curse. That may not be a curse, but is definitely presented as such. Ritual is held, the Igarashi clan, last descendants. Not enough, the honorable blood. Fill it up, make it full. Otherwise... Family Physician's Log, February 8th. The patient's conditions are declining suddenly and rapidly. Symptoms are as follows. Labored breathing, cognitive impairment, quadriplegia, involuntary movements. In addition to these, even stranger symptoms have arisen. Patient's facial features appear to be deforming. The patient's faces remain stuck in expressions of constant strain, their teeth bared, their eyes narrowed into a menacing glare. You'll remember a note we got previously about fox possession, where they would start crawling around on all fours in extreme pain in a sort of psychotic episode. Oh no, tetanus. That's not exactly wrong. Actually, that's... Now that you mention it, yeah, that's very much just tetanus. What was that goofy little walk? I know it's supposed to be scary, like you see something walking in the background, but when they're like hunched backwards, going... I'm being so for real. Yeah, but you'll remember also that there were traces of arsenic in the water when the geyser erupted, causing lesions and all these other illnesses amongst people in the town, and especially those close to the geyser. There's talk of the poisonous dragon underneath. Poisonous dragon, of course, probably being a tale passed down to talk about poisonous hot springs, or, poison water underneath the town. You get your tetanus shot every 10 years, you never fucking know? Yeah, you never fucking know. Reminds me in college, when I was at a friend's place, they lived nearby, they were a real town baby. I was outside and like there was a stray cat just kind of walking around, and I of course just go, "Ooh, baby, let me come over and play with you," thinking it was like the neighbor's cat or something. No. So they scratched me up. Well, Is it dead? For now. But I picked up the baby and they scratched me up. And I remember thinking, shit, I have to go get tested for rabies. So I ended up having to, like, miss a day of school to go get tested for rabies because that's another anxiety of mine. Aside from appendicitis, catching rabies, because rabies, as you might know, is incurable still. We have no cure for it. So, wait a second. Isn't Suzuka fucking dead? Yeah, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure she is dead. So why are we chasing after a voice in the darkness? One might question. Her name is Sakuko. I'm pretty sure I made it pretty clear I am terrible with names. Especially characters we have only known for, like... You're right, it's Sakuko. For like 5 minutes. Let's read her new update. Sakuko is very in touch with her spiritual side. She seems to always have some god or apparition visiting her dreams, telling her about this or that. According to Sakuko, there's some quite of supernatural disturbance around Abisugaoka. Something about an ancient god who's furious having their followers stolen from them, and now they're out for revenge or whatnot. I don't know. Sounds like hearsay. We have seen nothing to corroborate anything about a vengeful god to this point. Down. Thank you. Oi, down in front. But yeah. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I need to find a save point so I can ditch all of my... Oh, there we are. How fortunate. Let's go ahead and just toss all of this useless garbage that we have. Thank you, thank you. And we do in fact have enough for a new Omamori. So let's see, let's go ahead and equip it. Increase max health, greatly decrease focus charging time. Let's go ahead and increase our max health. There's no reason not to take advantage of that, I think. And we can also go ahead and just dig it up. Dig it up. I'm gonna go back a bit as well to grab some of the items we missed so that I can... I think there was a Kutsu tea somewhere. But that will let us... Yeah, here we are. Yeah. Thank you. Rude. We'll go ahead and pop some more ibuprofen, dry style. I love destroying my stomach lining. I love the bing bong every time you land a critical. Bong! Rude. There we go. And now we continue back. Whoosh! There was a reason I wanted to pick up that kudzu tea, of course, aside from it being just a decent item. Because they give you 100 faith each, they are very good for enshrining. So you can go ahead and pop those in there, pray, and we're going to go ahead and boost our stamina as well, so that we have a little bit more oomph to our attacks. I want to take a bite of my bagel. Bagel ASMR, you're welcome. Go ahead and shave. Or as Figgy says, stamina. Or as I like to jokingly say, only when Figgy is around, stamina. As if I'm some goddamn plant. Sakako. Sakako, Sukako, whatever your name was, Sukakola. Alright, you ready for the best? What is going to easily be your favorite item? So we got Jade Keyblade. What do you think we could possibly get next? I want your guess. What do you think the next, like, majestic item we're going to get is? A pocket snail? Ooh, close. But actually, it's a jade titty. They like to call it a stone orb. I think we all know that this is just the world's pointiest boob. Goddamn, look at it. The orb. I got some orbs for you to ponder. This seems to be made from the same material as the stone key. Girl, we already know it's jade. That fox mask had given me. Maybe it serves a similar purpose. The key and the boob. What? Oh yeah, this is a hell of a design. Give me a hug. How do you feel about the centipede, the baby doll centipede golem? How do you feel about that one? I'm personally a huge fan. Uh-oh. It's good? You like it? I'm glad. Oh my god, I'm doing it. Oh no, I just ran in this frickin' circle. Nope, there we go, I got hit. Sucks to suck. Hopscotch was a nice touch. I agree, I love that they ate hopscotch. My sense of direction is unparalleled. My ability to go the same way twice. Inspiring. No, thank you. Again, I'm not quite seeing the whole traitor thing. But, okay. It's alright, nothing a little ibuprofen can't fix. Just gotta keep doing drugs. They make me a better person. Here you go, Fox. Bite the titty. All you gotta do is bite the titty and that'll open her doors up wide for you, as my father always said. Sometimes the things that come out of my mouth, I regret as I'm saying them, but never fast enough for me to stop speaking. It's crazy how that works. And yet I won't say slut. I will, just only when I have certain people around. When it's just Seth and Ro, I feel kind of weird saying it. But you bring that energy that's just slut permission on, exactly. You just bring the energy to call people sluts and have it be okay. So thankfully, the bad bit is over, and now we're on to good things. Good things only. Nothing bad can happen. Did I save? I'm gonna save again just in case. Yeah, I totally did. Cool, cool. Alright, you ready for good things? Quite possibly the best thing? Any guesses what's behind door number 1? You've been following Sakuko. So one would assume Sakuko. Look at this Dark Souls ass, or not even Dark Souls, look at this Sekiro ass boss fight area. Oh, she crying. Why you always crying? Why you always crying? Oh my god. Stop freaking crying. Ready for one of the most radical boss designs in a hot minute? This shit is so good. Look at this! Oh my god! Oh, I hate the way it jiggles! Oh, she flashes red. Which means that we can actually parry. So you have to hit her before she starts up her... before she charges up her... I'm sorry. So the chain whip that she does with her, do not let her do that, by the way. It will fuck up your day. Her chain whip attack, of course, hits twice. Once when she throws it, and... Uh-oh. Friendship kisses! Just girly kisses. Kisses between girls. What happens at the slumber party stays at the slumber party! Exactly! We're just girls. Just a girl's girl. We want nothing more than to be here. Shit, 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 shit. Oh, thank fuck. Oh, thank you, This is nothing to fret over. Proceeds to get stabbed in the back like 50 times. Really, dude? You could have just done that from the start?
つきものの分際でここへ踏み入ろうとおるかな。
今のは
君についてきた汚れだろう。
An impurity that haunts
安
us,
心していい。
that claims she was here to save us, that we left her behind, that Hinako wants to be in this world.
汚れがつくことは仕方がない。払えばいいだけのことだ。行こう。
Weird. Can't believe Fox Mask banished my gay thoughts. Thanks, bro. Sorry about that.
この先は神聖な領域だ。私も君も。
I forgot, you can hear me eat.
ここで汚
We
れ。
must be cleansed. Okay. So what? We gonna, like, take a bath? Oh no, just wash our hands. Okay. So this is similar to traditional in shrines. When you visit shrines, you were supposed to purify your hands with the water. ASMR bagel. Hello and welcome to the Dr. Rouse and ASMR channel. Why does the fox have a gun barrel in its mouth? When I don't wash my hands for 20 seconds and the fox fucking shoots me? Now, the drinking part, typically you're not supposed to do. COVID-ners will be judged by the fox. Hell yeah.
君も。
はい。
But yeah, a lot of foreigners get banned from shrines for, Oh! Girly Pup, I don't think that's water.
大丈夫。
I think this is what boomers see. What anti-vaxxers see when I hand them hand sanitizer. Like, look at that fox. Is that not just a gun in its mouth? See, it's just water. Just wash your hands. It's fine. And now take a little sippy sip. And spit. Fell for it. This is very important, Hinako. You gotta learn to swallow. Why did I say that? Why did I say that?
Hinako! おい! しっかりしろ!
ドジだね。あんた階段から落ちたんだよ。
Juicy crust, my guy. Yeah,
腕、どうした?
あれ、引っ掛けて破いちゃったのかな。
And now her sleeve is just missing.
痛むところはないか?
うん、大丈夫。それは良かった。
Weird, my guy. So, Rinko totally just pushed us down the stairs.
行こう。時間を無駄にした。
But Hinako is conforming to society where you don't
私をちゃんと守ってよ。
make a fuss. Girls fight silently. They're they're not allowed to
目指すは俺の家だ。
openly
裏道から
confront each
山を越
other.
え剣道に出よう。俺が先頭を行く。相棒はしんがり棒。
分かった。
私はシュウ君の後ろにいるね。真ん中なら安心だし。
Yeah, so Hinako's
しんがりは引き受けた。
yeah, pretty certain about what happened, but what's she gonna do? Say, oh, she pushed me and potentially break up the group of survivors? Or is she gonna stay quiet and just accept what's happening? And you'll see she seems to choose what many would deem to be the societal norm of just putting up with it. You just deal with the hand you're dealt. But yeah, now we get to see Rinko's, or not Rinko, Hinako's super buff arm while she beats the shit out of anything that moves. Yeah, I suppose I should say, welcome back to the Dead City, Artyom. Let's go ahead and save, since now we are in the waking world. Actually, while we're here, I'm going to show you something as well. Draw Omamori. I just realized I don't have any faith. We're gonna sell our remine. Shoop. I was gonna show you, you can get random Omamori from, okay, so it's actually the other way I wanted to go first. And Omamori are like your random abilities that you can get and equip. There are some that are scattered throughout the world that like you find by doing puzzles, such as the cat one that I found while doing the Emma puzzle where I had to flip all the wooden tiles. But there are others that you have to randomly draw for. And each time you do, the cost of drawing increases by 100. But you can get some very powerful ones in there. Last time I played through, I think I got one that made it so I had a ton of stamina. Sorry, stamina. Stamina.
あのでかいやつ。どこ行った？
Yeah, I guess the big one with the knife disappeared. Again, not sure what that's supposed to represent. A big, fat, boisterous, knife-holding, wild-swinging, slovenly thing.
大丈夫か、相棒。化け物につけられてないか。
問題ない。
シュウ君っていつまでひな子のこと相棒って呼ぶの？相棒なんて呼び方、小学生の男子みたい。
相棒は相棒さ。俺は相棒を女扱いしてない。
そうだな。された覚えもない。
立ち話は終わりだ。行くぞ。
Sorry, I had to take a bite of my bagel, and I remembered to mute the microphone for once. And then it was just a really awkward, like 2 seconds of silence after they stopped talking, and I realized I had to start chewing faster. Yeah, not great. Not my greatest moment. But That's life, baby. Hi, Jizo. But I found a new pipe and a new dream. We're gonna make all these porcelain bitches scream. Wait, no reason to go up there. I think we already grabbed everything last time. We went up to Sakuko's shrine, and now that we have put her spirit to rest, I say, kind of hoping that we didn't just force her soul to eternal damnation, and that she isn't stuck in that form forever. Because that seems less than ideal. But yeah, some people might argue that Sakuko and Hinako had some kind of, like, relationship thing. I don't think so. I think they are, in fact, just friends. And there's something to support that later. I believe, anyway. But they were very clearly very close friends, and when she calls Hinako a traitor, it's because, for some reason, Hinako has been isolated from her friends recently. And the fog also helps to symbolize that. Every time we turn around, Shu and our friends, I guess just Shu. Shu and this bitch.
お前の宇宙戦争だって妙な宇宙人がどんどん増えてっただろうが。
ひなこってシュウ君と話すときは男の子みたいな喋り方だよね。
昔の癖が今も抜けないからかな。
俺たちは幼い頃からの付き合いだからな。
だから男女の関係にはならなかった。
Rinko, we're not dating.
そんな話をしてる時じゃないぞ。行こう。
So again, society can't view them as just friends because men and women have to be separate or in a relationship. And Rinko can't seem to get that through her thick fucking skull. So, alas, Hinako has to put up with Rinko's bullshit. Rinko's not being much of a girl's girl. No, she's not. She really isn't. But yeah, as I touched upon last time, Rinko, if you're blind, you'll still be able to see that Rinko is putting down Hinako as like a sort of way to try and separate her from Shu, which is just working against her also, because Shu's like, that's my fucking homie. Do you mind? So Shu, clearly not interested, but also not really able to say no. Because, again, society. There we go. I was looking for it. My guiding baseball bat. Shu is the best. Where the heck? Okay. I heard it get louder and then quieter again, and I was like, fucking, excuse me? Bam. 3 strikes.
たらどうする？
I'm gonna be in trouble if I don't find a new weapon. Well, lucky for me, I'm pretty sure I left one around here. Or no, maybe I was just the Kutsu and the Arata, the Arate. I left me some Arate around here. Boom. Wasted. Me when I get you, like, ah. Know what I'm saying? I'm gonna save the baseball bat because it is easily our best weapon right now. It does the most How'd you get over there? Local doctor's note. Traditionally, the residents of this town have long relied on folk medicine for medical care. Even to this day, a number of the more elderly members of the community still turn to herbal remedies over modern medicine. Too many times do I get these older patients come to me only after exhausting the usefulness of their traditional remedies. I just wish that they would come to me sooner before it was too late for them. I was given the chance to discuss my concerns with one of the Iwais, a family who has stood as the town's physicians for generations, and to my pleasant surprise, they asked if I would give some talk to educate the elderly on modern medicine. I want to respect local traditions as best as I can, though. After all, folk medicine and modern medicine are just two sides of the same coin. In some ways, yes, but in others, no. I believe they can and should coexist with each other. I agree to a degree. There are some things that, should maybe stay in the past. I think I'll keep my humors balanced on my own, thank you. Sucks that I can't open this. Let me go and crowbar to the ow. Crowbar to the face. Crowbar to the groin. But yeah, I feel like some people may read Hinako as, stick drift, my beloved. Please stop. Thank you. I feel like some people may read, Hinako as, like, a oppressed or repressed lesbian. But I don't think that's the focus of the story. It's not really about her sexuality, it's about being forced to be sexual. She just wants to be a kid running around playing Space Wars with her friend, but society around her is... She's a tomboy? Yeah. But she's being forced into these roles that are expected of her, or more finding that she doesn't fit the roles that are being forced on her. And I think that's really what the story is about. Yeah. But as a man, I of course have last say over what this woman's story is about. As everyone knows. That joke will never not be funny, so I'm gonna keep telling it. Hold on, No, I'm not gonna run all the way back to the shrine just to drop off a divine water. Nah. This way, partner. So that's clearly the story path, which means we run in the opposite direction. It's about some hills. Yo, girl, that lunge was crazy. Maybe an F? F is for fucking die, bro. Motherfucking ghosts. I think that might be one of my vocal stems. I don't know how it came about, but... Well, I know how it came about. It's just... It's not from something else. It's just a noise I made once and just really enjoy saying now. So if you watch anime, you might have heard of a show called Initial D, which is about drift racing in the streets, on the mountains, whatnot. And they've got some sick tunes and stuff while they race. Anyways, the sequel series of it is called MF Ghost. And, of course, people are going, what does the MF stand for? Similar to how they were trying to figure out what the D in Initial D stands for. So, obviously it's Initial Dick, and MF Ghost was motherfucking Ghost. So now, that's just... Instead of piss off Ghost or whatever other people say, I just say motherfucking... No, I don't even say mother. I just say motherfucking Ghost. Motherfucking Ghost. See that shit, bro? It's a motherfucking ghost. Bagel time. Oh my god, it's him. Biggie Cheese. Rinko, I get you want to be delicate, but can you please, for the love of God, pick up a weapon? Or for the love of Kami? So I'm pretty sure you absolutely can go that way, but I'm gonna take another bite of bagel. Every time. So we absolutely can go that way. But we have to... We have to fight our way through the tings in the mist, bruv. Eh, we don't know about the things in the mist, bruh. But as we are conserving our weapons, and this is our first playthrough, we will avoid that because we will straight up run out of resources and make things very difficult going forwards. Instead, we're going to think about that path when we do New Game Plus for the other endings. People are just leaving perfectly good, like, food out. drinks too. Yo, you want some shrooms? Those are some hella carrots. Oh yeah, we got the shroomsy. That's what this is. It's just kids on the shrooms. I don't think any of this is real. I think it's just the TikTok and the Instagrams and the kids, these Zoomers running around acting the fool, taking their clothes off, body modding their limbs to get their, gosh darn, ball joints and whatnot. Crazy kids on shrooms looking at their Instagrams and deciding I don't want to be a normal person anymore. I want to be a flesh blob. The truck was knocked over by something with 3 claws. Interesting. Okay, so this is story. Which means we go back. To see what's down here. We got some more ramune. Damn, thing was tough. 2 heavy attacks and like 4 light attacks. Need to find a new weapon? Yeah, I guess I gotta switch my baseball bat. I don't have any repair kit. Oh, and speak of the devil. Stick drift? Stick drift, can you hear me? We're gonna toss the rest of our pills real quick, because we only seem to have... Where am I going? Hinako has decided she didn't want to stand still anymore. The ADHD would claim her body and soul as she walked in the left direction because of stick drift. The true evil possession of this game is when the stick drift takes over. Actually, I'm going to hold on to that toolkit so that I can repair the baseball bat later. Because the baseball bat has some good durability, some good damage, and I'm not certain about it, but I think it does more damage when its health is lower, or when its durability is lower. You'll see that the wood shatters and it basically becomes a giant wooden, like, spike that we just stake people with. It's great. I suppose I can spare 2 ramune to draw an omamori. We got the clam. Which makes it so we can be more stealthy. Enemies are less likely to see us. Which, you know, is good in some instances and bad in others, but we are not going to use it because I really enjoy the combat in this game. It kicks ass. A farmer's story. Son, you better read this and get it through your chick head. Let me take you back to something that happened over the war. One day, why is he a pirate now? I got a brand new combine harvester. I'll give you the key. Let me take you back to something that happened during the war. One day, some high and mighty military police from out of town get pissed drunk and decide to kick over a statue of Inari-sama, even spat on it. The next morning, all those policemen were found dead in the waterway, their corpses bloated and heavy as hell. They get carted off to the medical examiner office so the coroner could take a look. You know, that place a few minutes from us. I was one of the people who helped carry the bodies and wash them, so I saw everything with my own 2 eyes. And that doctor put his knife to their bellies and opened them up. A whole swamp of stomach-churning gunk came out. You've got 30 acres and I got 23. And I don't mean their guts either. From neck to navel, hell, even right up their asses. Those bodies were stuffed full of decomposing rats, birds, frogs, snakes, you name it. And that look of frozen terror on their faces, I'll never forget that. Anyway, moral of the story is that you better not ever disrespect Inari-sama in any way, even if you're drunk. Another way to look at this is a bunch of soldiers got really drunk and started shoving dead animals up their ass until it killed them. I'm just going to let that sink in and never address it again. But think on it. Bam, bam, bam. So the more flowers they have on them, the tougher they are, and you can see that with the baseball bat, we can take them down like we could the weaker ones with the crowbar. Just a solid upgrade. Baseball bat is pretty good. It will carry us through the mid-game, basically. It's unfortunate we can't get the Naginata in the normal world. But as I think I mentioned last time with the Kaiken, the bosom knife, or the booby knife, as Ro so kindly puts it, as well as the Naginata, those are both weapons that are traditionally given to wives of samurai in Japan. So they're typically seen as signs of femininity. Which, I'm just gonna say, if I got given a stick with a blade on the end of it for being a woman, I'd frickin' trans myself today. Alas, times have changed, and women no longer get cool things. This is why we can't have nice things. Anyways. What up, snitch? You can see the tip of the bat has started to splinter because it's hollow for some reason. It won't last much longer. Well, I could repair it. However, I'm going to show how it changes. So now that the tip has broken off, nothing. Nothing? Maybe there's candy in there. Maybe. Like a very tough piñata. I broke my bat on Susie's head. Somebody snitched on me. That's my favorite Christmas song. Because the implication of breaking a bat over someone's head That's not a very easy thing to do. Bro straight up tried to fucking kill Susie and is mad that someone told Santa. It's like, bro. What the fuck? Anyways. Let's enshrine this chocolate. Unless that bat was made of paper mache. I highly doubt it. Yeah. If you've ever tried to break a bat, it's possible. Very much so. Especially as an adult. But as a kid, breaking a wooden bat, goddamn. Especially on someone's fucking head. Like, that kid is dead. 100%.
今何かが飛んでったぞ。
シュウ君、一緒に逃げよう。
The fuck? Something just flew by. And if you're like me, you're like, ooh, flying enemies, because those weren't a pain in the ass in the other Silent Hill games. I can't wait to fight flying enemies with a goddamn baseball bat, so I can swing while they hover out of distance. It's great. Also, obvious planks of wood are obvious. You ready for a new enemy? Go ahead and guess what it symbolizes as I prepare to freaking kill it. Hey, we got some more Higashi. Where are they? Where'd they go? At least I think it's here that we fight him. My least favorite enemy in the game. Not even the worst to fight, just super uncomfy. For good reason. If he's gonna decide to actually show. And I'm not just teasing endlessly because he won't just pop up. Yeah, this guy sucks to fight. You ready for this? You can see he does no damage, but he dodges your attacks for the most part, jumps around. I don't know where the rest of the wood came from when she repaired the bat, but okay. So he jumps around, does grab attacks, does no damage, and is overall just really obnoxious. But you want to see the worst part of it? Yeah, Icky? Let's wait. Let's read a little more about it. You ready? Oh, hold on. First, let's look at whatever this big, boisterous, giant-mouthed, knife-holding fat thing is. Giant repulsive lump of flesh that is filled to the brim with maniacal anger. It howls awfully as it swings its large knife in any which direction. Its unfettered anger is no different from that of a wild animal. No, it's far worse than that. This thing also has a beer belly. A particularly suspicious monster that walks around on all fours. The greedily staring eyes, the greasy palms, the disgusting way it acts all chummy with me. All of it is completely repulsive. What's more, it never even bothers with guys. Typical. Literally the incel monster, yes. So that's the... very much just the representation of people staring at her sexually and kind of denying her identity as a human, just seeing her as a sex object, and God, it is the fucking worst. But the Dark Shrine has a little more... hopefully it's a little more subtle and not just straight to the point like this one. Let's see what it says for the new monsters we faced. A monster that possesses sharp blades for legs. Did someone sever both of its legs and replace them with such disturbing things so that it couldn't go anywhere? Or was this creature just brought into existence so it could end up like this? Eris, what do we make of the woman without any legs metaphor? What do we make of that? I personally think it's nonsense. You couldn't make heads or tail out of it. The baby doll centipede flesh golem amalgamation Womban. True. It is a Womban moment. A bizarre monster that looks like a bunch of celluloid dolls intertwined. Each of these dolls was most likely some child's best friend. To think that it would appear like this in my nightmare. And now, formidable foes, or bosses. A monster in the form of a Miko, or Shrine Maiden. It sounds just like Sakuko. It swings around a spiked mason chain. With each swing, the crisp chime of a bell rings out. Is this actually Sakuko, or is this just a monster pretending to be her? Let's see what we have to think about Rinko. Rinko is earnest and works really hard, but she also tends to get a little too caught up in her own way of seeing things. Once she's come to a conclusion in her head, it can be like pulling teeth to convince her otherwise. Although we're the best of friends now, we've had 2 or 3 huge fights in the past that ended with us not speaking to each other for weeks and weeks. I'm sure we'll end up fighting again in the future, but even if we do, I know we'll be able to make up again. I want to frickin' strangle this high school girl. Sounds like someone we know, said with love. Fuck. Yeah, but the person we're talking about actually is, like, good at heart and doesn't deserve horrible Nightmare Town. Actually, now that I think about it, could you imagine if rather than, like, weird flowers and flesh women and stuff, it's all just, like, quesadillas and Power Rangers? This would be a completely different game. Figgy spared our ire by not being a high school girl. Yeah. Question, why are you able to type high school, but for some reason when I type it in YouTube, it makes it so the comment doesn't send? Frickin' bullshit. Yeah, anyways, or maybe YouTube finally fixed their shit. I doubt it, though. Kudzu tea. Because you get the slur privilege? That's true. From this point on, we only seem to get medicinal pills in, like... It's gotten into the house. In kind of, like, small batches, 1 or 2 at a time. So I'm not even going to bother picking them up for the most part, because other items are more important. Step back, girls. This calls for a real show man. A hot-blooded baseball samurai steps up to the plate. I can be a baseball samurai. We're gonna leave that for now. Actually, I don't know if I ever get back here. Who is that? But the things they're saying, only I understand you. You're just lost. Those are things that have often been said in abusive relationships. Manipulators and things like that. No one else will help you. No one else cares for you the way I do. This isolation of others that you get there. So, whoever it is, probably wouldn't trust them. We're going to throw that there. We're going to put Yokon up here. The unfortunate thing is, while first aid kits are pretty good, they do take up an entire inventory slot, which is bad. So I try not to carry more than 2 or 3. Later in the game, you can get more use out of it. Ramune, don't need. We're going to switch to our Paipu. Right, okay, so I think that's the way to progress. So we are going to go in here. Where did you even come from? Is it dead? Mm. And a kitchen knife. Now you may think that this is an incredible find, but it's your high damage, low durability weapon. So it's actually kind of fucking garbage. But we'll pick it up anyway because our other pipe is low on juice. I'm running on fumes. I'm want a juice. Alright, you ready? Rather than screamy boys in town, we get ones that vomit on us and make the floor covered in those little grabby tendril things. What I'm trying to say is, they suck. Especially in conjunction with other enemies where the pukers will make it so things are on the floor that grab you and you can't do anything while others attack you. It's a great combo. I'm gonna go ahead and use a health kit. Why not?
子をほっといて。もう手遅れなの。どうしようもない。このまま何の役にも
今はどう？俺も分からないんだ。苦しんでる。このままにしておく。
Huh. Weird convo, yo. What do you mean it's too late for Hinako? What y'all crazy kids talking about? Okay, so that's the way to progress. We've been through here before, when it was less, fleshy? I don't know, would you describe this as fleshy, Eris? I feel like this is pretty fleshy. It's too late to apologize. It's too late. Say it's too late to apologize. You can see what I mean when I said, fuck these things in groups. It's probably a little fleshy, maybe possibly just a bit squelchy. Gonna hit him with the heavy attacks, because you can see that does maximum damage. But you can also see defeating one enemy has depleted like half of our knife's durability. So, not exactly the best weapon. For a second, you thought she was just punching it. I mean, she might as well be. But no, she's got that full wind-up stab. She's got good form. Good stabbing form. She's gonna go far in professional stabbing, I think. Hinako, professional stabber. Or aspiring professional stabber. She could go the distance. Right now it's a little too early to weigh in, but... you know, she's got the momentum, she's got the drive. I can see her really taking off in this field. So we have been through here before, but you can see it is much more overgrown and all over the place now.
シュウ君、嘘ついてるよね。
知らねえよ。
騙せてると思う？ひなこを。
ひなこ、遅かったな。心配したぜ。
心配してなかったよ。相棒なら絶対に大丈夫って言ってた。
そうか。ありがとう。
Can Rinko hop off just for like 2 fucking minutes? Alright, I forgot. Yeah, we're going to the school. It's not a Silent Hill game without a creepy-ass school, right? I never would think of a school as scary. I'm not sure, like, what popularized schools as being, like, a source of haunted evil, but Silent Hill 1 is definitely, like, what I feel made it a staple of horror. It has children in it. That's true. That's pretty spooky. I don't know if I'd say spooky, more like just straight up scary. Those are the two brands of, like, terrifying, right? Spooky and scary. This way will lead to the school. This will lead, over here, I guess. Let's see what's over here before we continue down the story path. Or did I just come from this way? Did I just come from this way? No, I feel like I walked through the... Yeah. On phone while I transfer to another room. Okay. Hey, there we go. We got ourselves a toolkit. We're gonna go ahead and repair our baseball bat. Baseball, eh? Gonna go join the fucking Baltimore Orioles. Let's go. No, what is it? The Mets. It's not always about the money, Hinako. It's not always about the ibuprofen, Hinako. Sometimes it's about the Mets, baby. Love the Mets. Let's go Mets. Hit a home run. Love the Mets, baby. Let's go Mets. Hello? Any spoopy fellas? Any terrifying tools? Any spooky sleuths around here? Every time I hear them gargling, you can tell I've played too much Left 4 Dead, because I'm like, smoker. Increase the spooposity. Oh. You. Whew. Thankfully, the knife puts in work for not having to deal with that shit, I guess. So bladed weapons, I believe, have much less stun, but a lot more damage. You can see when I beat him over the head with a bat, he has a little bit of stagger. White boy, a little bit of swag, busted down sexual style. Is he goated with the sauce? Oh my god, so much health. They call me Spooperton. Incredible. Spooperton, on the case. Not good, this won't last much longer. Right, I need a new papu. will. Let's go ahead and toss a dried carcass on there for purposes, I guess. And shall we increase our health or stamina? Or our stamina? What's your vote, Eris? Health or stamina? Stamina. Okay. Let's see if we can find another weapon around here. This door open? No. Anything over here? No. Did I save? I did not. Cool. What we got over here? Over here. Over there. Da-da-ba-doo, da-da-da-da. Nothing. Cool. Anything here? Nothing. Cool. Sure am glad there's so many paths to explore. Okay, this looks like it might lead to something. That's from the Oban Festival. Isn't it a bit early for these? The fuck is the Oban? A type of revolving lantern that has a long history in Abisugaoka. The picture's silhouette rotates inside the lantern due to the air current that the candle makes. That's awesome. Normally, revolving lanterns are for entertainment, but the one in Abisugaoka was specifically used to ward off evil. In Abisugaoka, there is a custom where women in unlucky ages hang it on their front door during Oban. Abisugaoka Middle School, our current destination. This is the middle school that I attended. It was built when the town was financially well off during the dam construction, so the beautiful facilities are at odds with the rest of the dull buildings in town. I think I met Rinko during my first year here. I remember her surprise when she heard that I called Shu partner. Oh, we got a new entry on Space Wars! The one place not corrupted by capitalism. Space Wars wasn't just about fighting evil with laser guns, though. We'd pretend to analyze the enemy by drawing alien sketches. During PE, we'd say that the class was a training camp for the space army. I think we played with dolls, too. Right, I think that's when we were training to first aid. I think that's when we were training in first aid in order to assist the injured. Hell yeah. Agura no Hote-sama. A clear medicinal infusion with a deep red color. This natural remedy is a traditional folk medicine used to alleviate and offer pain relief. It can either be ingested or applied to the affected area. It is known in Abisugaoka as Agura no Hote-sama, or Hote-sama's cure, and is still favored by a small minority of the town's elderly population who has a distaste for modern medicine. Alright, we forgot to look at the new Vom Boys. Apply directly to the forehead. One face, two face, red face, blue face. A monster with a thronging mass of faces. I'm not familiar with any of the faces, yet they seem to know me. It spouts repulsive things one after the other, violating the peace and quiet wherever it goes. So, gossipers. essentially. People who spread rumors and stir up shit, essentially. Or sorry, no, there are no metaphors in this game. What am I saying? Ignore that. You were going to say children? I mean, yes. That's why they have the face of other, like, school children on them. If you looked... If I look at them again, you'll see that it has the faces of the other, like, children that, They disturb the peace. Look into my eyes and tell me about the things you say behind my back. The anxiety is sounding on. Believe me when I say it's going down now. Another Jizo statue. This one, so no head, huh? Well, if I wasn't considered a blasphemer before, I certainly am now. So now that that's out of the way. So a typhoon damaged the bridge, and we can't get across. Well, okay. Need to find a new weapon. Gosh dang it. Okay, so now we go this way. Oh, dang it.
やめてくれ。そんな話今はしたくない。
やめないよ。柊君がしっかりと現実を見るまでやめない。
だからやめてくれ。俺は
なら言ってあげる。ひな子はね、死んだんだよ。ひな子は向こうの世界で楽しくやっているんだから。
相棒、遅かったな。
The fuck you mean I'm dead? The fuck you mean Hinako's dead? You try something, you try and kill me, fool. I will kill you. You can't kill me. Me and Shu used to hang out around here long ago. And if we look across the bridge to where we just were, we see two mannequins. Girly Pop talking shit without looking around first. Yeah. But yeah, you can see that over there we have Shu and well, maybe not Shu, a guy and a girl. We can assume it's supposed to be Shu and Hinako. Not really clear because they look kind of different. And Hinako has shorter hair now. Maybe she used to have longer hair. Maybe that's supposed to be Rinko. Like they're getting distant or something. Hard to say. Not really super important. Just kind of a little spoopy. Ooh.
鍵がかかってる。昔はなかったのに。
Alright, you ready for the stupidest freaking thing?
学校にあるはずだ。
We can't just hop the fence. That would be illegal. So instead we're gonna enter the closed down school. You used to have longer hair? Yeah, told me. I have long hair now. I think I told you. This is intense music for an empty room. How are you liking it?
相棒も疲れただろう。
It has its pros and cons, honestly. I like how it looks, and I like having it tied up. On the other hand, or I also like being able to do things with it. It also just feels good to kind of like just have it in my hands. If that makes sense, I like to play with it. I just punched my fan on accident. So now we get to a new chapter, the school. But the cons are, my head gets super itchy. I sweat more at night. My pillow is like so stinky at times. I have to wash it so much more often. And then also it just takes forever to dry. I'll take a shower and then just like have it in a towel. Well, not have it in a towel. I'll dry my hair with a towel, tie it up, and then an hour later it's still frickin' damp. It's also partially weather here. It can get kind of humid, and then it just stays forever. All my weapons are basically broken. Let's go ahead and enter the school. I haven't been here since graduation. Itchy scalp? Might need a low pH shampoo. Yeah, maybe. A lot of shampoos for me are just kind of blah. I think the only shampoo I got that I actually liked was, rather than a liquid one, it was like an algae based bar of soap, kind of. Tea tree. No, it was like a soap bar but shampoo, and I really liked that. Origami of rumors. Ha! Looks like someone heard my prayers. To whichever god who answers them, thank you. Let's take a look at this. There's a custom that's said to get rid of your worries like magic. You write grievances that you can't tell anyone on a piece of paper, fold it into an origami fox, and then throw it somewhere that no one else will find it. If you happen to come across someone else's origami of grievances, you can put it to rest by reading it. No matter what's written on it, you have to keep the information to yourself and not tell a single soul. It's a tradition that's been in this town for ages, but is particularly popular with middle schoolers. Some kids would indirectly bully others by writing gossip about people they hated and making sure to put it in a place they would see. I personally don't like to write bad things about people, or read them, for that matter. They say that you can put those complaints to rest by reading them, so I make the effort to read them out, but to be honest, I'd rather not pick them up when I see them. Abisugooka used to be a lively town with an ample labor force for construction and coal mining when the school was built. Town was always bustling. The school was full of students. Students at the time studied how to further improve the town as adults. Students at our time now study so that we can leave to go to a bigger town when we're adults. I mean, have you tried tea tree? Seeing as I don't know what it is, no. Oh, new Spice Wars! Not to brag, but we've taken down the enemy's mothership, the giant UFO, on many occasions. However, each time that happened, the Galactic Imperium would deploy more and more troops from their home planet. As we grew older, we were able to have a better understanding of heroes by watching television, and I think we came up with some elaborate backstories for the enemy leaders. By this time, it was a world that only Shu and I knew. That's adorable. Investigate tea tree shampoos later. You got it. Oh, and more things about Rinko. Rinko is always asking whether Shu and I are an item. I tell her every time that we're not, but she never seems to buy it. I heard a rumor that Rinko was gossiping about me behind my back. I suppose love can tear apart even the closest friends. I don't know what to do. You have eczema and have been using tea tree since forever? Yeah, I might have to look into that, because I get eczema on my scalp too. So. Yo, I found a dead animal. Let's go give it to God. Yo, God, you want this fucking dead thing? Check this out. What is it? Hold on. Let's take a look. What is the dried carcass? That's got to be something fun. You just like me for real, for real. It's the head. The fucking head gets me. Animal carcassing that has been properly packaged as an offering gives off a vague odor. Properly packaged. It just has paper and string around it. Oh, God. Good shit, good shit. Properly packaged, and it gives off a vague odor. I think I know what the odor is. I think it's fucking rot. Fucking middle schoolers offering dead birds to the gods. You'll love to see it. So faithful at their age. I'll never forget the last time I offered a dead animal to a god. Good times, character building, they say. Now, the reason I'm making fun of that is because it's not really a Japanese custom, or at least not a current Japanese custom, to find random dead animals and offer them to gods, to kami. In fact, burial is still a very common thing done, but I just like the idea that they just found a dead-ass bird, put a bow on it, and said, here you go, it's a gift for you, and the person they're giving it to is a deity. It's just like when a cat brings you a dead mouse, and you're just like, what the fuck do you want me to do with this? And it's like, I got it for you. Thanks! Anyways, chrysanthemums grown by our very own vice principal have won the governor's prize. Did you know the vice principal Matsuo has a green thumb? His exquisite chrysanthemums took the top prize in their category at the floriculture fair held by the prefectural council. If you haven't already, take this opportunity to admire the Vice Principal's masterfully pruned flower displays on the school grounds. Okay. Chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum. Can't find anything useful. I need a key. Okay. I forget what we were saying the other day, where Ro was talking about what they think of when they think about chrysanthemums. And I just think about the children's story with the rat or the mouse or something named Chrysanthemum. And I'm still like, that's a weird ass name. Why would you name your child that? But alas. Box won't open. A key. Okay. What's this? To all faculty on patrol duty, to prevent students from going to the second floor, please ensure the corridor is locked at the end of the day. On patrol this week, Vice Principal Matsuo. Okay, so that's a couple times now we've heard that name. Teacher journal. The Vice Principal is so paranoid about his keys that he always takes them with him whenever he leaves, so it's kind of ironic that he lost the keys to the stairwell. He's looking for them frantically like a madman. He had the nerve to ask me to help him find them, but I'm the one who needs help with this pile of paperwork I have. This Matsuo guy seems like a real dummy. But also, chrysanthemums are pretty. So I'll give him he gets a pass. Student prank drawing. What's the prank? It's not like they didn't put like an oil spill or something on the floor to make him slip and fall. Why did he fall? The only thing I can think is that these hydrangeas just either materialized out of nowhere or, like a truck, were just going down the road and hit him. That's my view. Also, I fucking love hydrangeas. Favorite flower, I think I told you. They have this really pretty blue. I said, whoever turned on that radio, shut the fuck up. Yeah. What? Attention! I don't know what I've been told. I don't know what I've been told. Something's getting old. I'm just going to go ahead and, because the shrine is so close, I'm just going to keep on ditching items that I don't need, so that I have open spaces. We're going to get one of the best weapons in the game in just a moment. Hello, skeleton child. Aoi Takashi. And we had a code. Got bandages. Got a first aid kit. I think that literally is now our inventory full. Just like that. School Founder's Anecdote. Buy as much of that mountain's land as you can. Borrow money if you must, for it will surely bring you great wealth. Shortly thereafter, the country commenced their dam construction plan, and the mountain Mr. Yoneda had purchased was indeed a boon. He spent every last yen he earned on his hometown of Abisugaoka. One result of his generosity was Abisugaoka's middle school. Mr. Yoneda donated the Inari statue and housed it inside the small shrine seen on school grounds as his way of saying thanks to the fox that blessed him. So I guess he got some kind of divine revelation, is what he's claiming. Got some ramune. Well, that was, certainly a goddamn message, huh? This won't budge. Nothing over here. The door up there will be locked as well. Oh, I just hit the mic. I am very sorry. You know, I'm starting to think there might be something up with this Inari figure. You think? I need a key. Okay. I think this Inari fox god has something to do with something's up. Something's up with this god. Can we see him? As the kids would say, it's kinda sus. And as you look out there, guess who, bitch? It's old Boisterous himself. So we are going to switch to our pipe and prepare to run. The crumpet. Hee-hoo. Sledgehammer. The sledgehammer used in construction packs a devastating punch, but its weight makes it hard to wield. What they mean to say is it fucking stick drift, I fucking swear. We get our first heavy weapon of, two. Behold. One shot! So heavy weapons have a special property that light weapons do not, and that is that they have charge attacks. The longer you hold down the heavy attack button, the more damage you deal. I'm going to kill everything that fucking breathes. I cannot explain how excited I am to fucking kill everything. So there's no key there. We gotta check all the hydrangeas. Forewarning, I am cozy in bed now. Zam. Actually, now that I think about it, I probably want to go up here and check. It's out of your control when the Eep takes you. That is okay. When you start to feel Eepy, Eep. Hey, we got the key. Also, do you hear the whispering? Already EP Lamau. Hello, Scarecrow. I find another origami. I've always despised her. She goes around pretending like she doesn't want to be a girl when she knows full well that she's so much cuter than everyone else. She makes me sick. If it wasn't clear before, the Scarecrows, of course, represent Rinko. So, yeah, you're doing your darndest to stay awake for Silent Hill. Alright, let's see, how long have we been going for? Approximately 2 hours ago? Which would, of course, mean... Oh, I plan to keep going, but I think it will be fine if we get to... I think a good stopping point would be finishing the school. Or if the school finishes us, you know, that could also be a thing. I fucking guess. Great. Yep, love to see it. Hey girls, what's up? It's me, ya boy, Snool. Snee snore. Let's go ahead and offer that, Ooh, no, we do not want to offer our Arare. These little snacky snacks, our crispy rice crackers, are in fact quite good healing items. Also, I really like how she holds the hammer when she runs. When she was outside, if you looked, it would... it was like she was trying not to fall over while holding it. Good shit. Oh no, not that one. Alright, we have, coming up... something fun, something I love. We're gonna see how this... Bitch, what the fuck you doing? Clamoring and banging on the walls and shit. My old classroom. That, of course, is this one. 3-1. Hey, an antique comb. And a toolkit for when our sledgehammer starts to run low and we want to repair it, because we will want to repair it because it's a fucking sledgehammer. So all of these doors are closed except the one for our old classroom. Let's say we revisit.
Nani?
God, motherfucking ghosts. Shu sat here. Still the best partner. Right? Another origami of rumors. She should just disappear. I hope someone kills her or abducts her. I don't care. Just whatever gets Hinako out of my life once and for all. Is this Rinko's handwriting? So, in case it wasn't obvious by now, Rinko has harbored intense jealousy towards Hinako and is kind of really fucking psychotic about it. I sat here and behind me was Rinko. She used to give me the right answers. Oh, that was nice of her. Pretending to be kind to your face so that she could stab you in the back by spreading rumors and whatnot. Remember, these girl go to therapy. Yeah, for real. Remember, these origami foxes are meant to be like secret thoughts you can't say out loud. And she's spreading them around the school. So she's basically telling everyone without actually saying it's from her. Unopened envelope. Hinako isn't coming. I'm sorry for lying to you, but I thought that I needed to get you alone to find out how you truly feel. Look into your heart and try opening this box with your true feelings. This is an unopened envelope. Do you remember that day when just the two of us went to that cafe? We talked about how it felt like we were delinquents since we were supposed to be going to school that day. But you know what? I didn't care what the other people thought about us, because as long as I could spend time with you, that was all I needed. We both ordered the same cake that day. I can still remember how my heart almost burst out of my chest the moment the same words flowed from those lips. The sweet and tart fruit on the cake taste still lingers in my mouth like it does yesterday. Do you remember the taste too? So we can infer that Rinko pretended to be Hinako in order to try and get Shu to like come alone to somewhere. But as the letter was unopened, Shu was like, nah, fuck that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It's a puzzle box. So we got like some kind of citrus. We got tomato. That's a fruit. Is that sushi? Weird. Carrots. That's not. So I think we're looking for fruits. Is pumpkin a fruit? I'm pretty sure it is. Eggplant might be a fruit. I don't remember. And then we got a rotate. A 4-leaf clover is definitely not a fruit. Cherry, tomato. Looks like pie. Strawberry. Again with the gosh darn sushi. Weird. Okay, so something is wrong. Maybe this isn't. Tomato may not be a fruit. Okay, pineapple, grapes, strawberry, and looks like goddamn cherries. Citrus. Yep, you were right. It was the tomato. An unopened envelope. So you did remember. Well, that makes me feel very special. By the way, are you over Hinako now? I apologize if I sound blunt, but I want to make it clear. That girl is dead. I know you're going through a rough time right now, and you must be in so much pain. But you know, I can be there for you. Would you rather go through it yourself still? I can picture us slowly unfolding pages of our hearts, talking about all the small, mundane details of our day-to-day lives. By filling up one journal after another with our thoughts, I know we can make a fresh start. A blank page upon which we can write the new story of our lives. Surely you can see it too. Girl, fucking what? So now we're looking for all the books, I guess. Yeah, so she just gets more and more sinister as the story unfolds. And she has literally nothing to do with Hinako. Like, what Hinako is dealing with, really. Which makes it all the more kind of like, the fuck? Because right now we're dealing with Hinako's role in society as, like, a woman. And Rinko is kind of a side character to that plot line. And then it's just like, yeah, she may be an actual fucking sociopath who has possibly killed someone before. And is obsessed with your best friend. And he is very much in danger. Don't worry about it. It's just a lot on the plate. I'm glad to hear that you're trying to stay positive. And remember, I'll always be here for you if you need anything. You know, you're not the only one who's sad because Hinako's no longer with us. If the two of us could huddle together, we could soothe this pain that bites like the cold of winter. And then surely spring will arrive, welcoming us with the sakura in full bloom to celebrate our union. Can you picture the beautifully blooming sakura awaiting us? Girl! Yeah, Rinko sure is a character, huh? She a little cray-cray? Is she a little cray-cray, I think. There we go. Great. Unopened envelope again. Dear Shu, I like you. I love you. I always have, and I always will. I'll be waiting to hear what you think about me. And of course, Shu has another dead bird. Hinako, of course, once again, meaning, I can't read the names, but I'm assuming one of these is Hinako and Sakako. Rinko, you're like 17, chill. Yeah, and then Shu and Rinko, I'm sure, are underneath the heart umbrella. So, killed an animal, pure psychopath behavior. Also, Hinako's namesake is the Fletchling, which I've never bothered to verify.
お姉ちゃん
Oh.
ここ
Oh, that's new.
永遠じゃないのよ。彼らだっていつか必ずあなたを裏切る。あなたが裏切り者と呼ばれたように。
姉ちゃん。
天秤にかける価値があるかどうか。しっかりと判断しなさい。
それってどういう
My Junko One-chan, what big, face you have.
校舎内まで入ってきてる。
So we saw an apparition of Junko, our older sister, or Hinako's older sister. Now the... I don't know, the Scarlet Rot? Should I call it that? The Scarlet Rot has spread in here and is taking over the old annex main gate key. Note to teacher. Ayumi from the track and field club said she found a key with keybox written on it during practice. If she still hasn't gotten it back to you, then she probably left it in her locker when she went to change. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if she forgot. She looked exhausted after practice. Okay. So we have to open some girls' lockers. Great. Liar, 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 liar. Oh, hey, rice crackers. Another fox origami. TT is the most disgusting person I've ever met. I wish someone would destroy her locker. If anyone wants to make my wish come true, her locker combination is 377. So it wasn't just us. Rinko has attacked other people too. I think we're gonna have to deal with this problem at some point. I think Rinko might be what's the word? A little problematic. Don't like that. What are your thoughts? I'm not a huge fan. Some chocolate. We don't really need that many bandages. Origami of grievances. Oh, how I wish I could just climb inside his locker and drown in his smell. I can't believe the combination is the same as his name. Owie. That's so cute of him, using his name in code. At this point, it becomes less clear if that's Rinko as well, if Rinko has had other obsessions, or if it's always been Shu, or if there are potentially other psychotic girls that just want to smell people, which I think is weird, but a lot less harmless than what Rinko's been doing with her whole thing. So, frankly, I just think it's poor behavior. Yeah. The locker room key. Key that is used to open and close the school locker room. Asakura's textbook. I decided to make the combo for my locker something I love. You can poach it, fry it, and even boil it. No matter what, it always comes out delicious. If you add flour and sugar and mix them all together, you can make a cake. A coded message. Talk about childish. Okay, so we know that that is Ayumi Asakura. Another origami of grievance. This witch deserves to die. I hope she suffers. 5,964 times 0513. So real quick, I am just going to pull out actually, I don't think I need to do this math equation. I'll explain in a little bit. Smart and star athlete, gold medal in the prefectural meet. I hate her guts. How dare she make me feel like I'm nothing, like I'm a nobody. Okay, so and now I'm kind of convinced that it's not all Rinko. I'm starting to think all of these girls have some repressed weirdness that they're not allowed to show because society. Because they're forced to play this role of goody two-shoes, quiet, reserved, proper young ladies. A note between lovers. Miki. I have absolutely no idea how that crazy formula spells Aisiteru, but I love you too. Get thunked. Kerthunk thunk. So we're seeing some weird notes from girls. Oh, hold on, this is this one's funny. Note from a male student. Yo, you can read girl code, right, Yoshida? Sato got a note from the girls that had 84*4 written on it. Any idea what that means? Girl code. Yo, Eris, do you speak girl code? Were you ever, not literate, fluent in girl code? Note between lovers. This is the one that supposedly spells Aisiteru, which is a very, very, fun fact, Aisiteru is, or Aishiteru is a very, very direct way of saying I love you. And in Japan, saying I love you is kind of uncommon. they use more subtle things. They say, like, I like you, or things like that. But this is considered very bold and in your face. So aishiteru, they don't often say just straight up, I love you. Note from a male student, it's code for baka, so you know, stupid. Girl code is based off the alphabet. Basically, you just switch letters with numbers and symbols that look like that. So, Sato would be 54 plus 06. S or 5 looks like an S, 4 looks like an A, right? And the plus is a T, and the 0 is an O, because they're basically the same shape. 6 doesn't really look like it, but apparently it's a U. So for my name, Yoshida, it would be XO5174. So 7 is D? Fucking girls, man. Girl code. Congrats to the track and field member Sugayoshi, senior class 1, on winning the 100-meter race at the prefectural meet. Okay. Anyways, now that we got girl code on lock, why don't we go ahead and start opening some of these lockers? So for Aoi, we can assume that A is 4, O is 0, and 1 is I. Yo, Eris, you still awake? Origami of grievances. I happened to find out Suga's locker combination. The weird thing is, when you convert it to code, it looks like a cry for help. What am I supposed to do? It's not like I can do anything. Yeah, so I think at this point, pretty clear. Not all Rinko. Mostly just the ones that talk about Hinako. All rude and shit. Locker room, this takes me back to my track and field days. Ramine! Tsuchiya, Sakioka, or TT, which you'll remember someone shared the code with, is 377. And we get the Omamori Wolf. Deals additional damage when using weapons with high durability. Suga Yusi. What say... Alright, no, Suga is being bullied, and we also know that her locker combination looks like a cry for help. Now, there are like 50,000 things you could do. I tried putting in 911, 199, 119, all the different like helpline emergency numbers. And eventually I realized it's just because none of the numbers actually mean numbers, they're all supposed to be words. I realized it was SOS 505. But we get a school bag. My school bag is a bit worn out for some reason, but it's fine for carrying small things. Except that's literally Hinako's school bag. What the fuck, girl? This used to be my locker. Okay. Asakura Ayumi. Let's take a look at the hints we got. Oh, apparently the stairwell was a puzzle. Lamel. The secret box, that one was really easy. Alright, here's the part that we're looking for. I decided to make the combo for my locker something I love. You can poach it, fry it, and even boil it. No matter what, it always comes out delicious. And if you add flour and sugar and mix them all together, you can make a cake. So, of course, that would be an egg. So if we can get stick drift to stop for 3 seconds, you're looking for EGG. And now we have the key cabinet key. Okay, so that one's not real, I don't think. One down. Zaw, 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 zaw. Nom, 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 nom. Oh, come on, stick drift. Leave me alone for like 5 fucking seconds, please.
武器が壊れそうだ。
We can open this. Finally found it. And we're gonna take the key to the back mountains. Now we can finally get out of this haunted ass school.
ナロさん、私と二人で新しい宇宙戦争を始めようよ。シュウ君が望むなら相棒の役でも悪の女幹部の役でもいいんだよ。
鍵見つけたぞ。
おかえり。面倒をかけたな。相棒も休めよ。俺たち先に休んだから。
休みなよ。私とシュウ君で寝ずの番をしててあげるから。
いや、私は本当に大丈夫。
ひなこ、休めよ。あとは俺たちが見張っておくから。
おやすみ、ひなこ。
Something feels off, but
でもさ、
what are we to do?
シュウ君もああいうの好きでしょ。
興味ねえよ。
でも
Well, I think this just might be a good place to leave off. That is, of course, once we reach a shrine to heal ourselves.
魂を奪われた私だ。
Oh, sorry, a shrine to save our game.
魂を救い、古き君の命を奪おう。
Dude's kind of pretty, I'll give him that. Evil Prince Charming, you know, not bad. And he really does see himself as Prince Charming, I think.
無理しなくていい。まだ休んでいるといい。
起きられます。
清めの水が少し強すぎたのかもしれない。君は思った以上に繊細で敏感なようだ。でもよく頑張ったね、美奈子。
Thank you.
さあ先に進もう。
This fox dude is so clearly a thirst trap. I mean, yes, he is literally supposed to be like what high school girls in Japan would dream of, you know, the Prince Charming, sweep them off their feet, whatnot. And we know this world initially started as Hinako's sort of escape from reality. It's kind of her internal world. So, we're gonna see what it is exactly Fox Mask means by laying claim to our old selves.
気に入って支度をしておく。お別れをしてくるといい。
はい。
Bid our farewells. Find a way to open the secret door. Well, okay. It's getting dark. So this is Sakuko's room. However, we're gonna have to wait to explore that, as it is a wonderful time for us to leave off for the night. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe, share with others if you think they'll enjoy it. I, again, will be playing this every night after 10 p.m. EST until I complete all 5 endings. I hope that you guys are willing to join me on that. And in order for that to happen, please take excellent care of yourselves. Have a wonderful night. Goodbye.